Hi, everybody. Um, hope everybody's having a good weekend. It's Sunday, so I thought I'd get a jump start on our next topic, and so that's why I'm doing the screencast today. I'll post it today, and so but really it's for our new topic starts tomorrow. So I wanted to tell you I got grades posted last night, and I think I put a little announcement. Hopefully, you saw the announcement that I wrote about the grades. You're all doing pretty good, and so if you don't like what you see with your grade, it's your, I guess it's in your court to either revise your work or contact me, and we can talk about any revising and resubmitting or whatever if you want to. And so I'm all for you taking a look at your work and then doing some revision and then giving it in so that I can rescore it. So anyways, so feel free to do that if you want to, or just call me and we can talk about it. So I'm for the learning. You probably, hopefully, you've noticed that by now. And so most of you are keeping up really well with the assignments, getting them in. And so there's only a few missing assignments, which is great. It's a great way to keep your grade going well. So anyway, so yes, so good job on your midterms. I want to talk to you just really quickly about your CLC assignment. And this is what it looks like. And I want you to know a couple things about this assignment. I've been looking in the forums, and there's only 2 or 3 teams that have started talking in the forums. Now you only have a week left to do this, and so you need to get on it. You guys need to get together. I gotta fix my leg. So I think you find your forum in the CLC assignment posting. And so I see the rubric and how I manage groups, but I think you can see something here that says group forum or something like that. If you scroll all the way down, once you're there, you should see a thing that says reply. So it's, for each of you guys to work together. Anyways, it's not the web quest. It's not really something that you can say, okay, you do pages, the first 3 pages and I'll do the last 3 pages, and working independently. You have to work together because it has to flow. The objectives have to be the objectives, and then the products have to be, aligned and stuff. So you really can't divide it up exactly until you really have a good conversation around what you're going to do. So I wanted to introduce a new website for you. It's called TitanPad, right here, TitanPad, TitanPad.com. And this is a really cool, I did a whole presentation, planned a whole presentation with a team of 3. There's 2 others and myself. And we had to do a presentation for our doctoral class. And so we met online a couple times, and they were at their houses, I was at mine, and we got it done. It was awesome. And we used this. So what happens is on this side, you can, put your ideas, like you can put your points of your web quest, the introduction, like make a section for introduction, make a section for task, make a section for process. But over here, there's a chat window. And so you can chat while you're talking about your content and what you want to say, and so that it's a collaborative thing. It will not work. You will not score well if you it's not a PowerPoint where you can say, okay, I'm going to do chapter 1 and I'm going to do chapter 2. It has to be something that you work together with, and that's kind of the point of the process. So anyway, so you click create public pad. And then this is the URL up here. And so someone's going to create this pad. like, you know, if you were my partner and I was your partner, and so I would create the pad. So this is the URL, and then I would post that in the team forum so that my teammates could get to that URL and they could then put it in their URL screen, and then they could get here too. So you'd all be here together. And so, you know, in here, it just gives you a little bit of information. This, I think, gives you a little bit of help. You can, you know, I don't know, read it. But you can take that off. But I'm saying you should do this where you can go introduction, task, process, evaluation, can't remember what the other one is. Hold on. I'm looking at some of my web quests that I've created. Let's see. Oh, conclusion. Okay, and then teacher page. So I'm just saying that then you all, if you are using this, you know, between your team, your partners, then you both can type on there and you can see each other typing. It's like really, it's like a Google Doc, except for it's a little more smooth. So, and then you can save that link and then you can go back to it. I think they're saved for like automatically till for at least a month. I think maybe a year. And then in here you can just chat with each other. So, and here I could enter my name. I'm Nancy. And then so see, now that I named myself with this color, then now my name comes up. Anyway, I would totally use it. I tell you, we did like a 30-minute presentation. It was even actually longer than that. We made a Prezi, and but there were a lot of components to it, and it took us, I think, 3 times, separate times. We met on a Sunday and then again on a Wednesday night, something, whatever. Together, we kind of set times. Okay, I'll meet you at, you know, 4 o'clock on Monday, and then, anyways, it was a great situation. So I suggest that this is how you do your planning, so that everybody's on the same page and everything flows together. You can post links here and whatever. This is the Zoonal, Zoonal.com. It's a great site. You don't have to use this, but it's a really good one. And why it's good is because it gives you the sections of a web quest. You know, it just gives them to you. So let's make a new one. So create a web quest. I've already logged in. So I'm going to create a web quest from scratch. So I'm going to say practice web quest. And I'm going to say create now. Congratulations, you've done that. So now it's going to take me to my, so this is my shell. And it gives me, you know, this is kind of a welcome. You can just, it gives you an opportunity to kind of give some demographics of your web quest. But then here's the introduction. Now watch this. If you haven't been here already, look at this. Explains everything that you're supposed to do. It's like awesome. Look at task. This explains everything you should do. The task description will be short, but represents higher level thinking. Okay, so process. This is probably the longest page. And so it tells you what to do. So it's a really good site to help you work through your process. You can add all sorts of resources. You can add a Voki, you can add a link to YouTube or TeacherTube, you can add files, you can add, what's this, pictures, hyperlinks. So it's great. So, but let's go back here and let's look at the rubric. So the rubric is pretty straightforward. But the first one, 60% of the rubric is right here. You've got to show that you did research and that you've got resources on each page, especially the process page. I'm most concerned with. You've got to have some resources and some tasks for those kids to do. So, and then the writing has to be proper, and you do need to put resources, and if you're taking and putting content in there, you'll want to do in-text citations if you need to. And then participation, 30% is participation with each other. So, I really encourage you all to kind of work together and get it done. So it can be fun once you start working on it. So anyways, so that's the CLC. It's due Sunday, so you got a week left. And I'm checking in. I can see your group forums. See, this is, I don't know who's in this group, but haven't been in here. I know there's one group that I think they both have a class together, so maybe they haven't been using the group forum. Here's another group not using the group forum. So if you use TitanPad, titanpad.com, then go into your group forum and put the link there so I can go in there, because I'll go in there and help you, and I'll give you some pointers and stuff. I'm happy to do that, but if I don't see what you're doing, I can't do it. So anyways, the point about a web quest, is I told you earlier, is that it's an online activity for your kids. They should be able to sit and work through the activity by the directions that you give to them. Okay? There should be an outcome. They should learn something. So anyways, let me know if you're running into trouble with that. Okay? All right. So I guess the second thing I wanted to just kind of touch on is next week we start topic 5. Wow, we're kind of working through our course, getting pretty far. You right now you can't see the assignment, so I'm just going to come here and do it this way. There's a lot of things to read, and please be sure to read them. Our whole topic 5 is about assessment, formative assessment, summative assessment, and you really have to know the difference between them. And so I didn't change the DQ forums at all. We're going to go ahead and use what has already been presented in there. They're pretty good. But this assignment is due on the 27th. So this is due next Sunday too. And it says create both a formative and a summative assessment using technology. So, and then it says this could be an extension of your website or blog. I'm not sure about what that means, but I want you to research the ways technology is used for assessment and find one type of assessment that you might do for formative assessment. And we'll talk about it in the forum a little bit, because you have to define both of those assessments and talk about what kinds of technology you can use. I'll get in there, so be sure and read my posts. So I'll give you some other pointers. But the way I want you to do this is you'll upload a document with the links and a little description. Like it'll say formative assessment. And in fact, let's do this here. Let me show you. I'm opening a Word document. It's taking a minute, sorry. But I'll show you what I mean, how I want you to make it look. Holy cow. Okay, so in here you're going to do your heading, right? I'll write bigger. You're supposed to use just 12-point font, but I'll use bigger so you can see. Anyways, so your formative assessment and then a paragraph about what you did, and then the link to the assessment. Okay, and then summative, a paragraph about what you did, and then a link to it. That's it. So that's how you can hand it in. Okay, and so you'll hand it in, you know, in the Dropbox, and so let me know if you run into trouble with that. But like I say, maybe don't start this until like Wednesday, because our first forum post is about a formative and summative assessment, and so you might get some good ideas in the forums. Okay. The second thing is then, of course, the this one, you know, the benchmark. So remember, we're creating a technology plan, a classroom technology plan. So far, we've got our mission and our vision done. I've given it back to you. If you've needed to revise it, you've revised it, and so it should be in a Word doc. Next is the communications plan. I scored it already. You go look in the Dropboxes. I went ahead and I uploaded some I think good comments, and I'll want to see some revisions. So revise it, put it on the Word doc underneath the mission and the vision. So this, oh, and so you just wrote, you should have today just finished and uploaded for me Sunday, your instructional technology one. So when I'll score it this week, and then I'll give you some revisions, and then you'll revise it, put it on the Word doc underneath the communications plan. Okay? So that's what we're doing. So of course, this one is software to support assessment. So you're going to need to look at the benchmark and see what that section says for the assignment, and then do it. So that's due, I think, yeah, not till November 3rd. So in 2 weeks. Okay, so don't worry about this till 2 weeks from now, because you've got your hands full with your WebQuest and the assessments, the formative and summative assessments. Okay, so I'm trying to see, I think that's it. So anyway, I'm going to post this. Hopefully you'll find it. I'm going to post it on the calendar. I didn't know I could do that. So when I called to get some help from the faculty people, they told me I could do that. So hopefully you'll find this there, but I'll also post it in the forum too. I mean, in the announcements. I think that's it. Sorry, it's kind of a long one, but you know, let me know if you have any trouble, and text me. Don't sit there and get confused. Don't let yourself be sitting there wondering what you're supposed to be doing. Contact me, okay? Write me a note in the individual forms. I'm trying to look in there every day so that I can keep you moving. So let me know, and I'll be in the forum with you this week. Okay? All right. I guess that's it. Have a wonderful week. And I guess one more thing I'll say is I'll be on campus early on Thursday, like probably, I'm hoping by 3. I have class that night for my doctoral program, and so I'll probably be in the Starbucks sitting there drinking coffee and probably, I don't know, reading. So if you want to see me, if you want to talk face to face and you're available on Thursday, let me know, and I'll make sure, I'll see if I can't get there, you know, in a timely manner for you. Okay? All right, I'll give it a try. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.